my reliable and patient Taurus friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. On Taurus, there's a certain tension in the air this week, a hush underneath the usual routines. You might find yourself lingering on the edge of things, noticing how laughter sometimes feels a bit distant, or how connection rests just out of reach even among familiar faces. There's a longing for ease and togetherness, yet also a subtle question that keeps coming back to you. Perhaps it's a sense that something meaningful is shifting, or that a comfortable rhythm isn't quite filling you up the same way it once did. You may feel pulled between the reassurance of what's known and a gentle uncertainty that you can't quite name. This isn't a loud or dramatic unrest. It's more like a soft, persistent hum, an invitation to pause, to notice, and to wonder if there's more waiting to surface within you. As the week opens, the 3 of Cups quietly colors your inner world. There is a yearning for belonging, for ease, and for the warmth that comes from sharing joy with others. You sense the simple pleasures of companionship, the laughter that bubbles up around a dinner table, the relief of being understood, the silent comfort of shared glances. These moments are more than just social, they are a kind of nourishment you crave deeply. Yet it's not pure celebration. Underneath, there's a delicate awareness of where you feel held and where you don't. You might notice the subtle lines drawn between closeness and distance, even in your most cherished groups. Sometimes you find yourself observing rather than participating, holding back a thought or an emotion out of habit or caution. It's as if you're waiting for a cue or a sign that it's safe to fully relax, to let yourself be seen as you are. There's gratitude for what you have, yet also a flicker of longing for connections that feel more vibrant, more real. You may find yourself replaying memories of better days or imagining conversations that never quite happen. In quiet moments, you become aware of the ways you protect your heart, how you measure your sharing, how you hold back laughter when you're not sure it will be received. This week, the pleasure of community is tinged with a gentle ache, a sense that something is missing, and a hope that just maybe the missing piece could come from within as much as from others. You understand joy, but you also sense the edges of your own vulnerability. That awareness brings a mix of comfort and discomfort, holding you delicately in the space between. It's from this inner place, the longing for deeper connection and the protective caution, that the week's path begins to unfold. When you hold both gratitude and gentle ache, your choices start to feel heavier, more weighted. You might notice yourself hesitating before accepting invitations or sharing your real thoughts. The desire to belong pulls you forward, but the apprehension of being misunderstood or overlooked tugs you back. Every small decision, whether to reach out, to stay quiet, to join, or to retreat, feels like it carries extra meaning. The pressures aren't loud or dramatic, but they are persistent. You sense the momentum rising, a quiet friction that asks you to choose. Will you remain in the comfort of what you know, or will you risk opening up to new layers of connection, even if that means facing discomfort or uncertainty? The path does not demand a grand gesture, only an honest look at where you stand. The familiar rhythms of your week begin to feel less automatic. You become aware of the crossroads, even in the smallest moments. The 2 of Swords appears not as a crisis, but as a gentle, ongoing tension, one that asks you to sit with your own hesitation, to acknowledge the complexity of your feelings, and to recognize the forces that shape your responses. There's no external pressure forcing your hand, but there is an internal call to clarity. You might feel the urge to withdraw, to delay decisions, or to wait for someone else to make the first move. But deep down you sense that the path only opens up when you meet this moment honestly, with your eyes open. The friction is real, but so is the possibility it holds. Potential, then, is not automatic. It depends on your willingness to engage with what arises. The crossroads you face do not resolve themselves simply by waiting. They ask for a conscious presence. It's only by gently noticing your own hesitations, your quiet hopes, and your unspoken fears that you create the space for something new. When you pause and truly see what you're feeling, you begin to understand that growth doesn't mean leaving behind what's comfortable. It means bringing a fuller awareness to it. The invitation is not to force change, but to allow yourself to be honest about your needs and boundaries. If you meet the week's uncertainties with patience and openness, you give yourself permission to move beyond old patterns, one small, steady step at a time. In the heart of this week's unfolding, the world quietly waits. Its presence is not a promise of grand achievement or sudden resolution, but an invitation to recognize the wholeness already forming within you. Growth becomes possible when you notice how every connection, every hesitation, and every longing is part of a larger story. The sense of belonging you seek is not just found in others, but in your willingness to meet yourself as you are, whole, imperfect, and ever-changing. There's a deep satisfaction that comes from realizing you don't have to be anything different to take the next step. The world appears as a gentle reminder that your journey isn't about arrival. It's about embracing the fullness of your experience just as it is. This week, growth looks like self-recognition, a quiet, steady acceptance that allows you to move forward with a little more confidence and a little less fear. The invitation is to see yourself as part of something larger, to trust that every moment of tension or uncertainty is leading you toward a deeper sense of peace. The story is still unfolding, and you are exactly where you need to be within it. As you look back across the week, the threads of the Three of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the world weave together into a single living tapestry. The longing for connection, the quiet tension of choice, and the emergence of deeper self-acceptance all belong to the same journey. It's not about finding the perfect answer or resolving every question. Instead, it's about allowing yourself to feel fully, letting both joy and discomfort be present without judgment. In the moments when you hesitate or retreat, remember that these too are part of your growth. The week asks you to hold space for your own complexity, to accept that belonging isn't always simple, and to trust that even your uncertainties have something valuable to offer. There's a calm reassurance in knowing that you don't have to rush or force anything. The path ahead is shaped by your willingness to stay present, to notice what arises, and to move at your own pace. In this gentle unfolding, you find a quiet kind of strength, a rootedness that carries you through whatever comes next. Actionable insights for Taurus this week. Let yourself notice when you feel most at ease with others, and what small details contribute to that sense of comfort. Try pausing before making quick decisions, giving yourself a moment to check in with how you really feel. If a familiar routine feels stale, consider changing one small thing today, just as an experiment, nothing more. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I am safe in my own presence, I belong to myself. Wherever I go, each feeling is welcome, even the quiet ones. With every gentle step, I grow stronger by week's end. I trust my own pace. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.